Hello folks, Eric here again. And once again I'd like to welcome you to our Thrifty Survivor YouTube channel. Now what I'm going to do for you today is a comparison between two pruning saws. Okay, these are the types of saws that fold up just like this and just like this one. You can throw them in your backpack. In fact, this one is small enough to where it could actually fit into some pockets. This one outside of the case, you might be able to do that as well. Anyway, I'm going to just make a comparison. One of them y'all have probably heard of already, the other one not. There's a difference in price and there are pros and cons to both of them. So like I said, I'm going to do a comparison between the two. So you just sit tight and I'll be right back. Alright folks, the first saw I'm going to show you today is the Verdurous. It's V as in Victor, A, D as in David, E, R as in Robert, U, S as in Sally. Once again, it's pronounced Vaderus, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this is a saw that I picked up on Amazon. Unfortunately, I'm no longer finding it on Amazon, but I will tell you that I found it on eBay. And this one runs you $17.99. It weighs, well, first off, it comes with a case, with a hard case, which is rather convenient. It's got a belt loop here. You can run it through a belt loop directly, or you can do as I did and run a lanyard through it. And this case here contains your saw. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and set the case down here, kind of open it up for you here up close. First of all, I'm going to mention that it's got a locking mechanism. Okay, it'll lock it both closed, in both the closed and open position. To unlock it, all you do is you just press back here. You hear that click? I don't know if you heard it, but I did. Anyway, and it pops open. Okay, now the blade here is 8.2 inches long. The saw weighs in at 8.3 ounces. The blade pitch is 9 TPI, or 9 tooth per inch. Okay, now something else that I enjoy about this saw is it locks into two positions. Okay, you can lock it at this angle, which is convenient, and I'll demonstrate a little bit later. But for instance, if you want to cut up branches up there, which you can't see right now. Once again, I don't have a cameraman, but I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to saw through a piece of wood with each saw. And they're both off of the same branch, okay? And I'm going to try to cut one close to the other so that you're getting the same diameter. And the wood that I'm using, I believe, is maple. What I can tell you is it is a hardwood, it's not pine. So it will take longer with this type of wood than with pine. Anyway, I believe I covered everything about this. Now one thing, this does not come with a lanyard, okay? I just put the lanyard on the case, but you can run a lanyard through here as well. Most folks just use paracord for that. The other one comes with a lanyard, and I'll get into that here in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll be right back. So here goes. Now, once again, this is the Verdurous saw, the one for $17.99 off of eBay. All right, now let's just, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to time it now, but you'll all be able to see the amount of time it takes to get through this and how many whacks, so to speak. So here goes. Now this is not very stable to hold it, but here goes. Ooh, that didn't work out very well. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. All right, folks. Now for the second saw. This is the Bacho Laplander. Now I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of this saw. Now I picked this one up on Amazon for $23.88. So as you could tell, this one does cost a little bit more than the other one. And there are, again, pros and cons to each one. And you can make your own decision as to which one you prefer. Now first off, this one is quite a bit lighter. The Vaderus weighed in at 8.3 ounces. This one only weighs in at 6.7 ounces. It's also only got a 7.5 inch blade, but the blade is 7 TPI, okay, the blade pitch rather. In other words, the teeth are bigger, so theoretically it should saw through wood quicker. Now this also locks into both the open position as well as the closed position, okay, but it does not have that second position. You know, for instance, if you wanted to saw up into a limb, I mean, you can still do it, but it just, the other one just makes it a little bit more convenient. Another thing is this one does not come with a case, but this one does come with a leather lanyard, of all things, a leather lanyard. Now, some of you may prefer that. It kind of, you know, it's more woodsy, if you will. I personally prefer just paracord, but anyway, it does come with the lanyard. Now, I believe that covers everything on this one. Now, what I'm going to do, just like I did with the other one, is I'm going to saw through that that piece of log there, or wood, whatever. Once again, I believe it's maple. I know it's a hard wood. I can tell you for sure it's not pine. And it's pretty hard. It's getting up there pretty close to oak. All right. So here goes. I'm going to go ahead and readjust the camera, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. So here goes. Again, this is the Bacho Laplander, or Laplander rather. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut close to where the other one was, and let's go. Oop. Folks, I don't know which one was quicker. This may have been a little bit quicker. It's really hard to tell because, to be honest with you, I could not hold this in place. It was moving all around. It was doing that with both saws. But what I can tell you is it felt like this one was getting more bite. I was having to hold it more firmly because the teeth were biting into the wood deeper, I guess, with each stroke. So anyway, I'm going to move the camera and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. So there you have it. There was a kind of a comparison between the two saws. Now, once again, here we have the Bacho Laplander and the Verdurous. I'm going to put them one on top of the other. As you can see, there is a difference in size. Okay, the blades, one is about an inch longer than the other. The Vaderus has a slightly longer blade, but the blade pitch is less aggressive than with the Bacho Laplander. Now, what that does, once again, is you know, the coarser blade pitch allows you to, I would say, probably cut about the same pace as this one with a shorter blade. Okay, now this one does it in a different way. Once again, the blade's a little bit longer and the pitch is less aggressive. I don't know, honestly, which I prefer. I think they both got through that pretty quickly. This one, once again, runs $17.99 on eBay, which is the best price I found. Used to be available on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for it. Honestly, I think it was even less than that. But anyway, and it's very solidly built, I will tell you. It's got really, really good grip. This locking mechanism is really solid. I mean, you really got to press on that, and you'll hear that loud click. Ooh, got my finger there. Before it'll close. Okay, so I'm pretty impressed with this basically unknown little collapsible saw here. Now, as far as the Bacho Laplander, this thing is noticeably lighter. I mean, if weight is an issue for you, honestly, I mean, you can look online, look at YouTube videos. This is actually a really good saw. It's also extremely light. It's surprising. When I ordered it and I picked it up, I couldn't believe it. And it's just as solid as that one. The only disadvantage, really, honestly, in my opinion, is it doesn't come with a case. But both of these saws, when they're closed, the teeth are completely hidden, okay? And in that situation, you don't really need a case, to be quite honest with you. Now, it is a convenience. You can even throw a few other little items in there with the case if you'd like. But just I had to mention that it is a variation. Once again, this saw weighs 6.7 ounces, and the Verdurous weighs in at 8.3 ounces. So, you know, there's an actual noticeable difference in weight. This one's also larger. If you use the case, it's going to take up quite a bit more room than this one will. Even without the case, there's a difference for you. Okay, noticeable difference in size there. But honestly, I just can't say overall which I prefer. I mean, if I want something light, easier to tote around, I'd go with the Bacho Laplander. I probably would either way, because this one is larger, it is heavier. I can't say that it saws any quicker than the Laplander. But again, there's a price difference. Okay, $23.88, $17.99. So whatever's most important to you, you make your own choice. Anyway, folks, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please give us a big thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Please share, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. And if you want to be notified when our next videos come up, just hit that little notification bell right up here. For me, that was a mouthful, so pardon me. But once again, if you want to be notified when we come out with new videos, just hit that little notification bell up here, and all that'll do is when we come out with a new video, you'll be notified. You'll have a little symbol, well, actually on the same side when you're watching YouTube. So anyway, once again, I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention, I will be providing links for the Bacho Laplander at least, and I'm going to try to find a link that I can throw down there for you for the Vaderus. I know it's available on eBay, and I should be able to at least throw a link on it through eBay for you. Anyway, once again, I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.